Who is the strongest villain in the Dragon Ball series? That's another topic that could be debated for days. But today we're going to look at their fight records to decide who, on paper, is the strongest. But before we get into that, if you saw my last video going over the Z Fighters record, you'll see that the scoring system wasn't super well thought out, and there were a couple battle outcomes that were wrong and a couple battles missing. And honestly, I had no clue it would blow up like that, so I didn't put as much effort into the rules as I probably should have. But that changes right now. I brought in 3 people to be my counsel to help me decide on a new scoring system and help me decide on some of the battle outcomes. So now if you disagree, you're not just disagreeing with me, you're disagreeing with all 4 of us. And one of us is a math teacher. So first off, we're going to go over what constitutes a fight. We decided if it happens on screen during a non-filler anime episode, then it counts as a fight, as long as each fighter uses at least 2 attacks. We decided that any less than this would just be more of a victim than an opponent. This is Raz after the fact. I just don't consider GT to be canon. I'm sorry, GT fans. It's just when Super came out, GT stopped being canon. Sorry. That brings us to deciding when a fight ends. We decided that a fight ends when one of the combatants is either unable to battle, dies, gets a ring out in a tournament, runs away, or forfeits. What would constitute a draw being the outcome to a fight would be if both fighters are either unable to battle, die, or both agree to stop, as well as if there's an external interruption that makes the fight end prematurely. Now moving on to the point system. For a solo win, you get 1 point. If the solo win was assisted, they will give 0.15 points to the people who assisted him, making that solo win worth 0.85 in that case. A duo win will give each fighter a half a point, while a team win will take the 1 point and split it amongst the fighters evenly. As far as wins go, we've added a special condition where every extra opponent the fighter takes on in the same battle will earn them a quarter of a point each. For example, when Trunks went back to the future and killed Android 17 and 18, he would get 1.25 point because he took on 2 opponents. And for the sake of not counting every single fodder character as a quarter of a point, I decided to group up armies together as just a single opponent. The Red Ribbon Army on Roshi's Island, that's 1 opponent. You get the point. We were going back and forth if we should make draws worth anything, and we just decided to throw him 1/10 of a point, just cuz. Just to quickly address some of the outcomes from last video, I did add Pui Pui versus Vegeta, as well as the Namekian Village versus Vegeta, and of course he won both of those, as well as Vegeta versus Frost. I don't know how I missed that one. With the new guidelines, a lot of the battles aren't split up anymore, so Gohan does get his 1 single win against Cell, but he gets 0.85 for it because Vegeta and Goku did assist him in that battle, so they are sharing their 0.15. I understand the argument of Gohan versus Dabura, but according to the rules, we're counting Dabura as running away, so we are keeping Gohan's win right there. And as far as Gohan versus Super Buu, no one runs away or is unable to battle until Buu Tanks comes around and kicks Gohan's ass, so that is 1 loss. I went over the rest of the battles for the Z Fighters with this lens, but here's the new overall scoreboard. Piccolo and Gohan shot up above Krillin, too bad for that guy, as well as Goten being dropped down, even worse than Chaozu, unfortunate. And now with the percentages, there is a big spike in Vegeta's percentage, and he takes that 2nd place spot from Goku, but no one is taking Roshi's spot at number 1. That man is the GOAT. With the new 2 attack rule, we had to take away a lot of Roshi's wins, a lot of Yamcha's wins, which is why he's all the way down there, but no one's taking Roshi's spot at the top, no matter how many wins you take away from him. He's the fucking GOAT, okay? Let's just get that clear. Sorry, Yamcha and Krillin fans, this update really didn't help you guys out. Now that we're done with all of that, we can finally get to the point of this video and get to the villains. Instead of doing each individual character, we're going to go through all of the eligible battles in chronological order, and then we're going to see all of the information at the end. And for this video, we are going to be including King Piccolo, Frieza, Android 17, Android 18, Cell, Majin Buu, Beerus, Frost, Hit, Goku Black, Dispo, Toppo, and Jiren. So let's get into it. OG Dragon Ball, we have King Piccolo beating Master Mutaito. Second up, we have King Piccolo and Master Mutaito rematch, where Mutaito traps King Piccolo in the evil containment wave, killing himself in the process, making it a draw because they're both unable to battle. Then we have King Piccolo versus Goku match 1, where he defeats him swiftly. Then we have King Piccolo versus Master Roshi, breaking my rules a little bit because Roshi only attacks once, but his 1 attack is the evil containment wave, so I decided to count it because it was his ultimate move, I guess. Anyways, King Piccolo wins this fight. Next up, he beats all of the King's guards, and then ultimately he loses to Goku with a small assist from Tien. In Dragon Ball Z, we have Frieza taking down King Vegeta and the Saiyan army with an assist from his own army. Frieza takes down Bardock with an assist from his army. Frieza defeats Nail. Frieza defeats Piccolo, Vegeta, Gohan, and Krillin, earning him 0.75 extra points for this one battle. Frieza loses to Goku with a slight assist from Piccolo. And then Frieza, his soldiers, and King Cold all lose to Future Trunks. Android 17 easily kills Dr. Gero. Android 17 and 18 beat Vegeta and then the rest of the Z fighters when they come in to assist. I'm giving this win mostly to Android 18, and then I'm giving 17 the assist. Cell versus Piccolo. This is another outcome I modified from the last video. I gave the win to Piccolo because Cell did run away. Then 17 and Piccolo fight to a draw. Cell fights Android 17, Piccolo, Android 16, and Tien, beating all of them, earning himself 0.75 extra points from this one battle. Next up, we have Cell versus Vegeta. I'm counting as Cell losing because Vegeta was beating him so bad that he had to join his team to help him out. Which brings us to our next fight, Cell and Vegeta taking down Android 18, Future Trunks, Android 16, and Krillin. Then we have the Cell versus Vegeta rematch where Cell easily wins. Cell then takes on Future Trunks and wins again. Then Cell beats Goku at the Cell Games. And finally, his reign of terror comes to an end when him and the Cell Juniors are beaten by Gohan with the assist of Vegeta and Goku. Moving forward a couple years after the time skip, we're at the tournament and Android 18 beats Mighty Mask, but then loses to Hercule. Yeah, she lost on purpose, but it's still a loss, man. After that, Majin Buu joins the scene and beats Supreme Kai and Gohan. Majin Buu wins against Dabura. Majin Buu wins against Majin Vegeta. Majin Buu wins against Goku. Majin Buu wins against Gotenks. Super Buu wins against Gotenks with the Piccolo assist. And then Buu-Tanks wins against Gohan with the Tien assist. Finally, someone puts him in his place when Buuhan loses to Vegito. This is another one of the updated fight outcomes. It was debated pretty heavily, but we're giving the win to Vegito. And then the last villain battle in Dragon Ball Z, Kid Buu loses to Goku, Vegeta, Hercule, and Good Buu. To make things less complicated, I'm just counting this as one loss and not like a loss with an assist win. It's just too complicated. Jumping right into Dragon Ball Super with Beerus beating Goku. Beerus then beats pretty much every Z fighter. It's Android 18, Gohan, Buu, Vegeta, Piccolo, Goten, Kid Trunks, and Tien, earning him an impressive 1.75 extra points. And then Beerus beats Goku again. Frieza's back and he beats Gohan and Piccolo with the assist from Ginyu. And then Frieza loses when Goku and Vegeta show up on the scene. Beerus and Champa fight to a draw. And now going into the Universe 6 tournament, I know some people disagree, including the referee of the tournament inside the universe, but I'm giving Frost the win against Goku and Piccolo. Yes, they said no weapons or whatever, but it's part of his body. Why is he unable to use part of his body? And why doesn't he use it in the Tournament of Power either? When the people with wings are allowed to fly, why is he unable to use his natural weapon? You know what I mean? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. And I guarantee the fucking referee in the show only disqualified Frost because Beerus was making a fucking shit show about it. So I'm giving Frost these 2 points because they're the only fucking 2 points he gets in the entire fucking show. So with that out of the way, Frost wins against Goku, Frost wins against Piccolo, Frost loses against Vegeta. Then Hit comes in and beats Vegeta and he beats Goku. Some of you guys were saying Goku won this battle. Goku literally jumps out of the ring and forfeits the battle. I don't know what you're talking about. And then Hit loses to Monaka. Monaka 100% win rate, gang. Getting into one of the most convoluted sagas in the entire show, Goku Black wins against Future Trunks and Mai. Then Goku Black fights Goku to a draw. Then on the first trip to the future, Goku Black and Zamasu beat Goku, Future Trunks, and Vegeta. On the second trip, Goku Black and Zamasu beat Goku, Future Trunks, and Vegeta. Goku Black and Zamasu beat Future Trunks and Mai. And then in the final battle, Goku Black and Zamasu lose to Goku, Vegeta, Future Trunks, and Zeno. Goku hires Hit to assassinate him and they fight to a draw. Majin Buu wins against Basil, Toppo and Goku fight to a draw. Majin Buu wins against Goku. Android 17 wins against the Poachers. Android 17 and Goku fight to a draw. Android 17 and Goku beat the Galactic Poachers. Dispo, Toppo, and Casseral team up to beat 2 aliens, Adora Kian and Aragni. I don't know. Goku and Frieza beat the Assassins. Goku and Frieza fight to a draw. Now into the Tournament of Power, the final stretch. Android 18 and Krillin team up to beat Shosa. Android 18 assists Krillin to beat Majora. Hit wins against Narirama with the assistance of Basil. Jiren's the only one who's able to take out Kale. I'm giving Goku assist points for this because he was fighting her the whole time before that. Android 17, 18, Goku, Caulifla, and Kale team up to beat Casserole, Tupper, Zwar, Kakat, and Kettle. Android 17 beats Kakunsa and Bakal. Android 17 and Goku beat Brienne and Rosie. Goku and Hit beat Dispo and Kinchi. Jiren takes out Magicayo with very little assistance from Dispo. Frost and Magetta lost against Vegeta and Roshi. Frieza beat Jimizu with the assistance of Gohan. Frieza beat Frost with the assistance of Gohan. Jiren beat Goku. Jiren beat Hit. Frieza beat Kaba. Android 17, 18, and Goku beat Brienne and Rosie. Goku and Android 17 beat Daman. Android 17 and 18 beat Biara. Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Frieza, Android 17, and Android 18 all team up to beat a fused transformation named Agni Lhasa. Frieza and Gohan team up to beat Dispo. Toppo fights Android 17, Frieza, and Gohan to a draw. Toppo loses to Vegeta. Jiren beats Frieza, Android 17, Goku, and Vegeta. I'm splitting up the last battle against Jiren into two. The first battle ending when Vegeta gets out. Every single fighter is unable to battle until Vegeta gives the last of his energy to Goku, so I'm counting that as a Jiren win. And then the second battle is the rest of the match where Jiren loses to Frieza, Android 17, and Goku. And last but not least, Frieza got his ass whooped by Broly in Dragon Ball Super Broly. Tallying up all of our points, we see Majin Buu sitting proudly at the top, Frieza begrudgingly at second place, and Android 17, a guy you always want on your side in a battle. Toppo and Dispo might as well have not even been on the list with how pathetic that score is. Now shifting on over to the win percentages, we see Beerus breaking the scale with 121%. Truly, a god of destruction can even destroy the scale. Sitting comfortably right below him, we have Jiren, and in third place we have Majin Buu. Seeing Buu in the top 3 on both of these is definitely a good sign of him being your top pick as a fighter. Frieza dropped all the way down to 6th place in the percentages, a true perfect example of quit while you're ahead. He could have been like Cell up there in 4th place. Android 17 also sank pretty low in this category, but that's because most of his wins were team-ups, I believe. But if you shift over to the loss percentage, you see Android 17 is your guy because he barely ever loses. Of course, Beerus never loses, but he's never going to want to fight with you, so 17 is going to be your guy. And now you can see why I was fighting for Frost to win so bad. This dude is abysmal. What are you going to do about it? And now the even more fun part, we can mash both of the lists together. Here we can see everyone placed on the scoreboard. Clearly no one's taken Goku or Vegeta's spot, but Piccolo being higher than Majin Buu is pretty impressive, honestly. And then we shift over to percentages, and we see the villains taking over the leaderboard. Frieza beating out Goku Black and Goku is honestly a little bit satisfying here, especially because he's still right below Vegeta. Frieza should never be above Vegeta after the fucking disrespect he gave him on Namek, honestly. And of course, last but not least, everybody's losing record. I just wanted to thank everybody for watching this video. I put a decent amount of research into this one, way more than the last one, so I'm hoping that shows through to you guys watching this. I said it earlier in the recording, I'm not sure if I kept it in or not, but I never thought that I would get 100,000 views on a video. I never thought I would get 10,000 views on a video, so that is absolutely crazy. I am planning on doing more fight records for other series, so once again, if you have any requests, please leave them down in the comments. I have 1 or 2 lined up, but I would really love to know what you guys would like to see. But yeah, just thank you again. See ya.